Hi, you're back with Devlog, Download 2024. I'm here with Wade MacNeil from Alexisonfire. Hello.
How you doing?
How you doing? Is this correct? Alexisonfire? Is this what we're here for today?
Alexisonfire?
Yeah.
I'm DJing tonight.
You're DJing
so
tonight?
The rest of the boys setting this one out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm DJing at like 1:30 a.m.
Cool.
Should be good, you know what I mean? People are drinking in their tents. They're not ready to shut it down.
Yeah.
So I'm here to just play a bunch of bangers.
Absolutely.
Yes, I don't have to. Yeah.
And bangers, we're talking like hardcore punk, things like
We're
that.
talking about like all of the like emo and pop punk bands like I did Warped Tour with.
Oh yeah.
From 2004 to 2009.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No, that'll go over very nicely, I'm very sure.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, absolutely. So you like your band like came up like early millennium. That was when I first became aware of you. And I was talking to another band recently about this, that it was a magical time then because we had this wonderful thing called MySpace. And do you remember that? How lovely it was like when we had like, MySpace. And like bands could like put their tracks on their little thing and all that. It seems like a long gone memory. Do you remember those days fondly?
Well, I mean, like we definitely have been a band long enough that, you know, our first tour of the States, you know, we were using maps.
Yeah.
And also like music being online was like just becoming a thing.
Yeah.
So like people were like file sharing in like a limited capacity, and you know when we played like Boise, Idaho, for the first time, and there was people there, you know, we were like, how do people know the songs?
Yeah, right.
It's crazy. Like people are finding that the songs on the internet.
Yes, absolutely.
Like it's an abstract idea. So yeah, I don't know. It's certainly it's wild to have like lived through the various cycles of all this stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Like when you look back at it over 20 years later, and you think like, oh, we see some change. You know, I remember sending demo cassettes, you know, back in the early 90s. You know,
I think what's really crazy is, you know, everyone thought it was so corny when Lars from Metallica was like trying to fight Napster, and then like. It's like literally the only person looking out for us.
Yeah. And then we just gave it all away.
Yeah.
Sure, Spotify. Here you go. Have some content. So, who's catching your ear at the moment? Like, which bands are like rocking your world at the moment?
I feel like there's a really great resurgence in like modern Oi music.
Yeah.
There's this great. I live pretty close to like Buffalo, New York. There's this great band from there called Big Dog.
Right.
It's like so sick.
Nice.
I really like. There's this Oi band from Montreal called Beton Armé, which means like concrete army in French. Listen to a lot of Oi.
Yeah, cool. Because like I've always seen you as being like in that band. You're the punk element, you know, and obviously you had your stint with Gallows as well. Is that an ongoing concern, or is that being put to bed now?
What?
Gallows.
I mean, I'm focused on Alexis right now, you know, but like, never say never, man.
Never say never, yeah, because I did really enjoy the stuff you did with that
Thank
band.
You very much.
That was fantastic.
I'm very proud of those records.
Yeah, and big boots to fill, and you filled them, and like, you know, with a plot as well. Like, because like you were known for being the guitarist in Alexisonfire.
I mean, I gotta be honest, that was definitely weird. Like. Show one, not holding a guitar. I was like,
without a guitar, with Phil naked up there.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
It felt okay after a bit.
Yeah, right. But yeah, those records phenomenal. And since then, you know, your last album came out 2022, I believe, and you just put out a live EP.
Yeah. So that's coming out in like a couple weeks. We throw a festival in our hometown called Born and Raised, and when we did it 2 years ago. We recorded the set, so that's coming out as like a live record, and we recorded a ton of live stuff on our last tour.
Right.
And we really try and play a different set every night.
Right.
So I think we're gonna kind of just start like putting a bunch out. So.
Yeah, like the Clutch did that, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, like there's like I think there's
it's like a bootleg tape vibe.
A little bit, right? You know, like I think it was much more a thing of like, you know, like the past, like the 70s, like live records were much more of a thing. But,
yeah, I think that's really cool.
But I think as we've entered this era of a band where we're very much not trying to play the same set twice, it's like it's cool to be documenting it.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we can get a bunch of that out.
And you got a hell of a discography to pick from. I mean, how'd you pick
those
songs?
There's a lot of songs.
There's a lot of songs.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs.
I remember all that stuff. I mean, yeah. But do you have a sort of, because you say you try not to do the same set every night, so obviously you've got.
Well, it's a very easy thing for me. Our bass player writes the set.
Oh right.
Every night, and we go cool.
But
like whatever it is, we're like, yeah.
You're not like, I don't remember that one.
I mean, sometimes we're like that. Maybe we'll sound check that one.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah.
It's a weird thing though. It's like, you know, just over the years of playing these songs so many times, like there's this strange muscle memory to it where it's like it just kind of kicks in.
It is quite strange, that, isn't it?
It's very peculiar.
I've often wondered, like, because I do music myself, and it's like sometimes it's like things I haven't done in years, but it just comes back to you. And it's like, where have I been storing that?
No, for sure. You know? It's like when you like sing along to a song, you're like, how do I remember this?
Yeah. I still
it's like I bet I could do the Will Smith rap from Wild Wild West. Like, why the is that in my mind?
Yeah, and what useful stuff could be there? Right. So, are you working on new music with the band?
So, for the rest of the year, I'm like on tour DJing.
Yeah.
I'll be back here in September, and then I go to Australia, Japan, the States, and you know, there's always been this kind of on again, off again cycle of Alexis, where it's like we do Alexis, and then like Dal kind of switches over to City and Color.
Yeah.
So City and Color's on the road till the end of the year.
Sure.
And then next year we'll get together, write some music.
Absolutely.
Get back on the road.
I think the one thing that in this country, I mean, obviously we embrace your band like big style in this country, but you're quite a phenomenon in Canada, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The way Alexis connected in Canada, you know, we got a lot of kind of mainstream things happen to us. Like we got put on the radio, our music videos got played a lot. And so, yeah, it's like, you know, the band like does well everywhere, but at home, like, like they play our music like the hockey games and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
And like, it's
I got the impression that like, you know, like Dallas's stuff as well, like, and all of that, like Canada just kept popping up, you know, it's just like really.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's like, it's a pretty wild thing at home. Like, I don't know, like I got asked to like I'm throwing out the first pitch at a baseball game like next month.
That's a big thing.
Yeah. It's just like, so there's some like pretty like, I don't know, there's some funny stuff that.
Yeah. Do you get the gossip mags following around?
There's a little bit of that stuff.
Cool. Well, I mean, I do a bit of DJing myself, and I can say it is a great fun.
That's the best.
Just pack in your headphones, a couple of USB sticks, let's go.
Yeah, man, it's a blast.
You don't need a roadie.
Yeah, it's nice. Like I think, especially like, you know, the tour I just did. Like I did like Mexico and Brazil. After that, I was home for like a day and did my laundry and flew here. But you know, I've been to Brazil with Alexis, but I would have never had the opportunity to go to all the cities that I visited.
Yeah.
I went to a bunch of small cities, and you know, just like traveling with a band is like. It's difficult to do. Yeah. It's so expensive, and so like DJing is really facilitating me. You know, going to some places where I never thought I'd have the opportunity. Like I played in Costa Rica, I played in Guatemala. Like
so cool.
It was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, life's there for living, and it sounds like you're living it large.
I'm doing my best.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Cheers, man.
And look forward to your set later on. Is it on the silent disco?
No, I don't think so. It's on like Dogtooth or
Dogtooth, right?
Dog House,
Dog
Pound.
There's a few dogs around.
Someone with a dog.
Thank you so much for being with us today, man.